God is the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the sovereignty. Throughout the Bible, various metaphors and images are used to depict the character and attributes of God. One powerful metaphor is that of God being described as the Lion of the tribe of Judah, symbolizing his sovereignty, power, and authority. This imagery highlights God's divine rule over creation and his ability to protect and deliver his people. In this article, we will explore the significance of God as the Lion of the tribe of Judah, drawing from biblical references that demonstrate his sovereignty. The Lion of Judah's royal lineage. The title, Lion of the tribe of Judah, originates from Genesis chapter 49 verse 9, where Jacob blesses his son Judah and prophesies about the future kingship that will come from his line. Judah's descendants would eventually include King David and, ultimately, Jesus Christ, who is referred to as the Lion of the tribe of Judah in the book of Revelation, Revelation chapter 5 verse 5. This title emphasizes the regal authority and dominion that God possesses. The lion's strength and fearlessness. The imagery of a lion is often associated with strength, fearlessness, and dominance. Scripture frequently portrays God as a mighty lion who defends his people and overpowers their enemies. For instance, in Isaiah chapter 31 verse 4, God is depicted as a roaring lion, who protects Jerusalem against its adversaries. This passage demonstrates God's unwavering commitment to safeguard his chosen ones and his power to triumph over any opposition. God's sovereign rule and kingdom. The Lion of the tribe of Judah signifies God's sovereignty over all creation and his establishment of an eternal kingdom. In Daniel chapter 4 verses 34 to 35, King Nebuchadnezzar acknowledges God's dominion, declaring that his dominion is an eternal dominion, his kingdom. The lion's deliverance and protection. Just as a lion fiercely protects its pride, God acts as a powerful defender of his people. Conquer any threat and deliver his people from harm. The Lion of the tribe of Judah assures us that he is a mighty protector who watches over his children. The lion's roar. A lion's roar is a powerful and unmistakable sound that announces its presence and authority. Similarly, God's voice is depicted as a roaring lion in Joel chapter 3 verse 16. The Lord roars from Zion and utters his voice from Jerusalem. The heavens and the earth quake. Emphasizes the magnitude of God's voice and the impact it has on creation. It symbolizes his authority to command and shape the world according to his will. The lion's victory and triumph. The Lion of the tribe of Judah is closely associated with triumph and victory. The lion who has conquered and is worthy to open the seals. Through his conclusion. The depiction of God as the Lion of the tribe of Judah is a powerful metaphor that encapsulates his sovereignty, strength, protection, and triumph. This imagery emphasizes his royal lineage, dominion over creation, and his role as the defender and deliverer of his people. As believers, we can find solace. Certainly. Here is the continuation of the article. In knowing that the Lion of the tribe of Judah is on our side, fighting for us and ensuring our safety, we can take comfort in his power and authority, knowing that nothing can stand against him. Throughout the Bible, God's sovereignty is highlighted through various events and interactions with his people. In the Old Testament, we see how God's sovereignty was demonstrated through his deliverance of the Israelites from Egypt. Despite the powerful Pharaoh and his army, God displayed his authority by parting the Red Sea and leading his people to safety. Exodus chapter 14 verses 21 to 22. This act showcased God's supreme control over nature and his ability to accomplish the impossible. Additionally, the book of Job provides a profound exploration of God's sovereignty. Despite Job's suffering and questioning, God reveals his sovereignty and wisdom by reminding Job of his authority as the creator of the universe. Furthermore, God's sovereignty is evident in the life and ministry of Jesus Christ. In Mark chapter 4 verses 35 to 41, Jesus calms a storm with a simple command, demonstrating his authority over nature. Similarly, in Matthew chapter 28 verse 18, Jesus declares, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me." This proclamation confirms his sovereignty over all realms, both spiritual and physical. The Apostle Paul also emphasizes God's sovereignty in his writings. In Romans chapter 9,
Paul addresses the sovereignty of God in relation to his chosen
people, Israel. He explains that God, as the potter, has the right to shape and mold his creation according to his purposes, affirming that God's sovereignty extends to all people, both Jews and Gentiles, and his ultimate plan is to show mercy to all. Romans chapter 9 verses 22 to 24. The concept of God's sovereignty extends beyond human understanding. It encompasses his control over all aspects of life, including the rise and his sovereignty extends to every aspect of our lives, and we can trust in his perfect plan and purpose. Let us submit to his authority, seek his guidance, and take refuge in his unwavering protection, knowing that he is the sovereign ruler of the universe. God's sovereignty is further demonstrated through his control over the affairs of nations. In Daniel 2, King Nebuchadnezzar has a dream that he cannot interpret. Its interpretation to Daniel, demonstrating his sovereign power over the rulers of the world. Through this, God establishes his authority and righteousness and justice, ensuring that his judgments are fair and just. His sovereignty guarantees that he will execute justice and righteousness in his dealings with his creation. In Revelation chapter 19 verses 11 to 16, Jesus is described as the one who judges and makes war with righteousness. It underscores the truth that God's sovereignty extends to the final judgment, where every knee will bow before him. In Ephesians chapter 1 verses 20 to 22, Paul speaks of God's power demonstrated in raising Jesus from the dead and seating him at his right hand in the heavenly realms, far above all powers and authorities. In the knowledge that our God is above all spiritual powers and is able to protect and guide us in our spiritual journey. God's sovereignty extends to every aspect of creation, including the rise and fall of nations, the course of history, and the spiritual realm. We can trust in his perfect plan and take refuge in his unwavering protection, knowing that he is the sovereign ruler of the universe. Let us surrender to his authority, seek his guidance, and live in awe of the Lion of the tribe of Judah, who reigns with justice, righteousness, and love. Thanks for watching. You're blessed and lifted. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel.